O'Reilly Raceway Park in Indianapolis, NASCAR Nationwide Series action. There's the 22 of Brad Keselowski running in 10th. Got a little front nose damage after the stack him up at the start of the race at the drop of the green flag. But he and Carl Edwards right there behind him in the Fastenal Ford in 11th. Those two guys, for a couple of guys being on probation, they've been around one another all night long. As you see the good battle for 4th place now as Stephen Wallace is being challenged by the 88 of Eric Almirola. And Almirola's got some pretty significant damage on the front end.
Yeah, on these short tracks, it doesn't take much for these cars to overheat. You saw some damage where it pushed in the opening where they need air for the radiator. It's going to be something to watch as he makes the pass.
Hey, these drivers are already getting a little overheated inside the cockpit. There's been enough damage in the first 23 laps of this race you would think they've been running 300 miles already. These things are tore up. 2nd place, look at Kyle Busch working with Paul Menard there on the inside. In fact, Kyle Busch has got some fender damage on the left front. A little damage there.
Busch driving it down a little bit deeper into the corner and takes 2nd place away from Paul Menard. They're both chasing Trevor Bayne, who's the leader of this race, and you see the distance between them.
See Justin Allgaier working the inside of Ricky Stenhouse right there. He's been working him lap after lap on the entry of turn 3, trying to get underneath of him. Just can't seem to get there, but he's showing some pretty good patience. In fact, Allgaier's got his nose tore up a little bit right under the front of the hood.
Stenhouse had a good run last week at Gateway, finished 9th, qualified 3rd here tonight for this race. Allgaier, he's already won a short track race this season earlier this year at Bristol, and he's right on the bumper of the 6.
There were so many opportunities for mistakes, to make contact. If you're going to make a pass, you need to establish yourself in the middle of the corner. You need to get alongside a driver in the middle of the corner. Do not try to finish the pass in one turn. If it takes a lap and a half, do it methodically. And Allgaier's doing that. See, he gets positioned in the middle of the corner, maintain that on the exit, and then finish it in the next set of corners.
Yeah, and one thing you got to remember, Ricky, is that this racetrack's going to change a lot too. This cooling down now, the handling is going to change. And the next pit stop when it's coming up, these guys just need to stay working on their car. Stay patient, stay calm, tell your crew chiefs what's going on and work on the car. Don't drive it too hard right now.
And neither you or I, Rusty, can describe to the folks watching this how busy it is on a small track. And not only are you occupied with the drivers around you and how your car feels, but at some point, like you said, you got to give some feedback. If you're going to make an appropriate adjustment on your car, you got to give some feedback to your crew, and it's hard to do on a short track.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to mention too, this particular track here at ORP with the multiple grooves, you get trapped on the bottom and you can't pass the guy outside. And let me tell you, that flat gets you mad. You take a look at the 32 car there, Reed Sorensen underneath Ricky Stenhouse, lap after lap. He's trying to pass him. He cannot get the forward bite up off the corner, and that makes you mad. Now, Ricky's not doing nothing wrong. That's just what happens here.
That's 8, 9, and 10 battling there. Sorensen was 2nd last week at Gateway, and he's gotten up into the mix now. And tell you what, it's just a matter of time until I think we get the feeling that Reed Sorensen's on the verge of winning a race, because he has been close many times throughout the course of this season.
Yeah, he's done an outstanding job, and something we haven't talked a lot about is brakes, and brakes are a significant issue here at the short track. When you run underneath another car, or a set of cars in this case, you use more brake because you have to slow a little more to prevent from sliding in. You can't do this lap after lap after lap without it taking its toll on the brakes.
Sorensen, one of those double duty drivers, now nudges ahead of the 6 in Stenhouse. Shannon Spake.
Have been working on balance this weekend, something they've been struggling with on the short tracks all season long with this 32 car. He was also very tight in practice earlier today. So tight, he said, I can hardly even drive it. Guys, we got some great racing on the racetrack right now. But this team is hungry for a win. This crew has been together since 2007, and as a unit, they have never gone to victory lane. So they are pushing Reed, willing him to make a win.
Sorensen right now 8th. Keselowski has moved past the 6 of Stenhouse for 9th. But everybody's chasing the 99 of Trevor Bayne, but it looks like the 18 of Kyle Busch has closed the gap and goes inside of Bayne, trying to take away the lead. Now some lap traffic maybe getting in the way a little bit, going to help out Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Bayne says, no way, I'm not having none of this. I mean, Kyle Busch is one of the best out there, but hey, I'm the pole sitter. I'm holding you back. Run behind me.
I talk about building confidence, though. He's going door to door with Kyle Busch, and he's aware of it. I can assure you he's aware of it, and he's loving every minute of it.
Trevor Bayne started the race from the pole. just as he did a week ago at Gateway. Had a top 10 finish last week, but they have felt as though they're on the verge maybe of breaking through for that first win. Will it come tonight? Kyle Busch still trying to get underneath Bain and make it stick, but he hasn't been able to do it so far.
And to complicate matters, you got traffic. So the advantage is with the young guy or the veteran in this case. I favor the veteran because there's just, it's just another obstacle.
Well, Ricky, Trevor's going to school right now. He's got to show a lot of patience. He's got the lap car in front of him. He's got to be careful right there. He's got another, he's going to the outside now. He's going to try to work that outside. And then he's got the 10 car of Derek Griffin in front of him right there, who had to start tailback because he made some adjustments.
An 18-year-old rookie making his first nationwide series start, and he's got those guys breathing down his neck. Now they're going to get around the 10 of Griffin and the 81 of McDowell, and Trevor Bain still trying to work around the outside of the 10 car with Kyle Busch following him.
Trevor did an outstanding job. In that situation, you got two choices. You make something happen or you wait for something to happen. He waited. The 81 came down. He took advantage of it.
This is lap 36 of 200, and it has been fierce from the drop of the green, and they stacked about 4 cars up on the green flag on the outside line, and several cars with damage already. Matt DiBenedetto, Jason Leffler, all have been damaged. Justin Allgaier's got a little bit of damage as well, but really at this point, the biggest damage belongs to Leffler and DiBenedetto up front. They might have a little fender damage, but Kyle Busch doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear.
Well, Kyle Busch car's still handling real well right now. Like I said earlier, he's got a bent up left front fender, which helps create a lot of downforce. We saw his right front tire, all the Goodyear markings wore off it, so he's already had this 18 car in some tight quarters.
Side by side, a little bit of rubbing between the 18 and the 99. Can Kyle make it stick, or is Trevor Bain going to hold on? But Busch has been trying to get down below him and make it stick off the corner, but just hasn't been able to, as Bain has a little better drive off the outside.
I expect Kyle, if he can maintain that, will drive deep into the turn, low, and try to drift up in front of him.
Or use his bumper.
Or use his bumper. But, again, that will come back to haunt you. Even if it's a young driver, even though he's thinking, look, I can learn from Kyle.
Finally, Kyle Busch takes the lead, but Bain tries to cross over and come back down below. It's not going to happen. Well, Kyle Busch has led every lap. Has led a lap in every race he's run in this year, and he's going to lead this lap as well at Raceway Park.